recording. No, no.
All right.
Okay, so Gysa had finished answering his her last question. So we're going to go to Rafael now, right, Rafael? So just to remind all of you of the question, were there any English learning methods that worked for you?
Well, I still use this method. I think exposure to the language is key to learn a language. Of course, this is my opinion. That's what's worked for me. I used to, like I said, my first English course was British, and I think that the whole course is 25 DVDs, and I watch it all DVD, the whole video, all the videos, and I used to repeat the same DVD like 4 or 5 times, you know. And I noticed that by doing repetition, lots of repetition, I used to fix the information. So basically, that's what I've been doing. When I'm watching a TV show, I watch 2 or 3 times the same episode. When I'm listening to a movie, for example, I used to pick a short text, a short part of the video, and I used to repeat like it's really little, like 3 minutes, and I used to repeat that. Another thing that I did, I used to do extensive reading. Actually, I still do this. Extensive reading is the same thing as reading for pleasure. You just read a book, and you don't focus on memorizing new words or writing down new words. You just read for pleasure. And I noticed by doing that, just reading for pleasure, I would pick new meanings, new words. I would learn new words just by reading for pleasure. So that's what I've been doing, basically. Lots of reading, repetition, and practicing. I noticed that if I don't practice every day, my English will kind of be stuck. I feel I'm stuck, you know. So every day, for example, I practice in private with Gysa. I use the group to practice the audios, you know.
All right.
That's what I did, basically.
Rafael, I think Haider is trying to listen to us, but he can't. I don't know why. I don't know if it's some problem with the Zoom.
Carina is saying check your headphones.
Okay. His image is frozen.
Well, I don't know. His video is showing to me, but
Is it moving?
No, his microphone doesn't appear to me on my screen.
All right. Why don't you try to fix it, guys? Would you like to add something to the second question that we have just discussed? Anything that you'd like to suggest to your friends? Nothing. So
well,
okay, we go.
I would like to ask a question. Anyone here in the group use repetition as a tool to improve their learning?
I think when you use, for example, when you use songs, you're repeating a lot. Like you have the chorus, then you sing the same song multiple times, so you're always repeating. I never tried like repeating just by reading a sentence with no context, but repeating a song.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else? Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question, right?
Okay.
Okay, so third question. Have you ever felt like giving up? I personally have already felt like that a long time ago. The first person who is going to answer that question is going to be, let me see. Oumaima, can you start?
Okay, okay, I will start. So, yeah, I have heard that, especially with speaking. And when I see someone is speaking very well, I don't know what's happened to me. I said that I have to stop. And I know it's bad, but I see that I have more work and more work on my speaking, so I give up. But after I tried to say that the majority they started at this stage, and later they improve themselves. So this is my point.
All right. Thanks for sharing. Next person who's going to answer is Naima.
Um, Actually, I never give up because each day I have a task to do in English, and I'm all the time enthusiastic about it. And I think I love this language, and I want to speak it every single moment in my life. I use it with my husband. I use it with my kids, even if they don't understand what I'm talking about. But I all the time talk in English with my sisters, just to have fun. Even I make many mistakes, and we laugh about this. But I like to use it every time. So I don't think that I will give up one day.
All right, great. Next one who is going to answer is Luana. Is Luana there? Yes, Luana is there. So Luana, it's your turn.
So yeah, I thought on giving up when I was in intermediate level, and I found out the opportunity of studying in another country, an English-speaking country, and I had to do a test, the proficient test. So I had like less than a month to prepare for the test, so I decided to learn more grammar. It was necessary. That time was necessary. And it was so difficult, so frustrating that I remember crying, literally crying, because I couldn't understand the tenses, like perfect and continuous. There's I saw all those tables, subjects plus verb plus complement plus, I couldn't understand. And I could speak, I could understand listening, but I couldn't understand like what was perfect, continuous. So I remember telling my mom, crying, say, I'm never going to learn English. It's impossible. And to be honest, till today, I still find hard, like a bit grammar. Uh, when I see those tables and formulas, uh, but what I realized was that I was already speaking, I was already understanding. And some of the things I was trying to learn, not even native speakers know all the rules. So it's not necessary to know everything. We already know enough to communicate. So that's the point, it's not knowing everything.
All right. I felt like the same, you know, mainly because of the grammar points in English, which is they are very different from Brazilian Portuguese too. So I felt like giving up that moment when I got into it.
But I
Next,
got it. And I went
yeah,
to the other country and did just fine. So
yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah.
that big of a deal.
Yes. Next person who is going to answer is Yassmine. Is she there? Yes, she's there.
Yassmine, you're mute.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I've never gave up because when you love something, no matter what happened, you never gave up or surrender. And actually, this happens to me when I just get my baccalaureate. All my family told me that you shouldn't study English. English is still a language. You can't do anything with it. You can't work with it. You have to study something else, just like law or economy but my dream was studying English and knowing everything about English, its culture, its history, its philosophy. And almost I just applied for doing law, but at the final day, I changed my mind and I told them that I have to apply for English studies, or I will lose everything. I won't achieve what I wanted years ago. And yeah, finally everyone accepted my choice and start supporting me now. And that's all. That's my story. Actually, you never gave up on something that you love, even if you see someone who is better than you speaking fluently, but you have to be motivated by him. Not he wants to show you the bad sides. You will see the good sides and the good way to be like him. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, totally agree. Heather, can you listen to us? Are you hearing us?
Yes, I can get you.
Okay, so can you answer the question then? Have you ever felt like giving up from learning English?
Well, I never feel like this because learning English, it used to be my passion since childhood. And when I was a kid, I remember I used to watch an English channel known as HBO. So it always comes out with the English subtitles. So I used to watch the movies. I didn't used to focus the actors and acting, but I used to focus on subtitles. So that helped me a lot, and I learned from them. When I just grew up, I entered the intermediate. So I met my friends. Then I found some of them used to speak English. I found it really interesting. So I just joined a center, and I found something like I just need to polish myself. So I got luckily a really nice teacher. They just polished me up, and I just today here I am in front of you guys. So this is all amazing. So I never feel that I am gonna give up with this language. And it's still I really love this language. It's amazing. But the grammar, it's kinda headache. But the otherwise it's all amazing. It's all amazing.
Okay, thank you for sharing. That was great. Next person who is going to share is Luke. Is Lucas there? I
I
saw
don't
him.
think so. He's offline.
I don't know. He just left and now he's back. I don't know.
All right, but we have another one, right? What's his name?
Abdul.
Abdul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Abdul.
Hello, everybody. Okay.
We are asking about giving up. Have you ever felt like giving up on learning English?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. So I introduce myself to those who don't know me. I'm Abdul. I'm from Morocco. I'm 30 years old. So I'm so happy to be with you right now. So according to your topic, to give up learning English, it's a little bit not good to those who want to learn in it. If you want to learn English, you need to immerse your brain into it. You need to do anything into it. Listen English, read English, try to have this kind of conversation in English. Like we don't live in USA or England to talk with people, but nowadays we have the possibility to talk every minute in English. That will come true to talk a lot with people. And this is the best way that I think is to learn English, is that to talk and to discuss many ideas, and also to read some new paragraphs. Honestly, I don't like to read a whole book. I just want to read paragraphs. In this way, I can catch small information, because when I try to get a lot of information, I will not catch anything. Just I focus in small things. In this way, I can catch it. So this is my idea. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Carina, you're next.
Okay. Have I ever thought about giving up? Honestly, no. Because since I was a kid, I felt like I could understand English even though I didn't know what they were saying or talking about. I just thought that I knew. And the first time I started studying English was with a group of, well, with my siblings and some cousins. And you know, I took it as a game. And I was like 12 or 11 or 10, I can't remember right now. But I never thought about it. I just, also, I have always been a good student, like very, you know, into studying and into doing my best. And that's how I took English in that moment. And then when I started seeing that I could understand things that before I couldn't, I fell in love. I was like, I have to learn this. I have to own this. It's such a world of possibilities. And if it wasn't because of that, I wouldn't be talking to you here. But we have to remember that everyone has a personal and individual process. So some of us will learn faster. Some of us will take a little more time to learn. But the most important thing is to be constant and to enjoy it. That's basically it. Thank you.
No problems. I think that English is an amusement park, right? It's something very fun to do. So Rafael, you're next.
Okay, the question: have you ever felt like giving up? Yeah, I have. Actually, I had this feeling for 2 years basically. When I started to learn with TV shows, I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm gonna give up right now, because right now it's real English, you know. But this feeling I don't have I don't have anymore. Because learning a new language, I think it's not for everyone. I mean, everyone is able to learn a language, but not everyone is willing to do everything they need to do. So I think the first thing you need to do before learning a language, you have to be focused and disciplined. Otherwise, you won't get to the next level. I don't have this feeling anymore of giving up, but sometimes these days I was reading the news, an article on the news, and I saw the word manslaughter. I had never seen this word before, and I thought to myself, oh my God, I'm still learning new vocabulary. When it's gonna finish this whole process of learning? And I need to keep reminding myself that it's a lifelong learning process. I mean, I don't know if anyone knows this, but they say usually in the English language we have 1 million words. The natives, they know around 10 or 20,000 words. So why would we want to learn everything? You know, we can freak out if we think like that. You know, so that's my opinion.
Yeah, I think the fun is in the process, right? It wouldn't be good if we, like in the Matrix, you know, have watched the movie The Matrix, in which they learn things just by installing a program.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fun, right? So Giselle, you're next.
Hey there again, guys. Yes, I had thought about giving up, of course, because well, I don't plan on living in a foreign country. I want to stay in Brazil. I love this country, even though it's a mess right now. I'm not getting into that, but like I don't plan on leaving Brazil. You know, I see myself teaching English, and that's it. I know what I want out of life. So, like, when will I be using English language in Brazil if they don't speak English, right? That's a thing that I have to put some thought on, because the only way to motivate myself is by teaching, because I don't live in a country where people speak English. did you understand? So, and whenever I find myself like putting myself down, like I need people that are better than me because I know that there are people that are better than me, you know. I try to imitate, I try to follow the example they have. I will never put myself down if I find that a person is a better speaker than I am, you know? Like I know what my level is and that person's level is a different thing. You know, that person has different learning styles, learning stories, and I have my own learning stories and my own learning process. I'm not trying to compare myself here with a different person. I'm not trying to do that. So I've been in that place and believe it's not a good place, you know. Some people, I think they might, some people, not everybody might struggle with English because they want to have the identity of a native speaker, you know. Sometimes they think that, oh, I am native, I want to be a native, I want to speak like a native and blah 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 blah, you know. And they like forget that they have their own nationality and identity, cultural identity, and that's what keeps me motivated. Actually, that's the next question. But that's what keeps me going. He keeps me going because I mean, I have this language and I have mother tongue language, and I have also my accent, and it's something like a unique kind of thing, you know. And I want to be a native, you know. I don't want to be like someone that's a native speaker or something like that. I think that most people they struggle with this, in my opinion. You know, that's why they want to give up on English. And that's it. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Giselle. Guys, would you like to add something to this question, like suggestions or say something to your friends?
I would
Or
like
should
to
I-
answer this question.
Now Lucas is back.
Lucas is there. Okay, Lucas, please answer the question.
Okay, I'm not sure if I understood. If I ever felt like
Yes,
I
if
would
you
give up,
Have you ever felt like giving up? Yes, like have you ever felt like, oh my God, I can't do that. I cannot do that. It's too difficult to me or something like that.
there was one time that I felt really frustrated. It was not about the learning process because I could already speak. And I think that even if we wanted to give up now, we probably wouldn't be able to do that because we already speak. You guys can't give up anymore. And once I applied to get a visa to go to the US, and that was denied. I felt really sad about that. Really sad. I remember that I felt disappointed because I dream about maybe going to Grand Canyon and seeing how it is. But it was denied, so I felt really sad in that situation. Not giving up on the language, but maybe giving up. I remember I applied for this visa during the week, and in the Saturday I was giving an English class to my friends, and while they were doing an exercise, I was like, oh my God, that sucks. That's it.
Okay, Carina, go.
Well, Lucas, I would like to say something to you. There are many reasons why they would deny a visa to you. So don't feel like your English had to do something with it. There are many factors. So just maybe in the future, and I'm very sure you will make it. Just don't feel like it has to do with your language, okay? Because I'm very sure that it has nothing to do with it. Okay, so keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, I totally agree with Karina. Sometimes it does. Actually, I don't think language is counted for. I think because there are people who go to the U.S. and don't speak English, and they have got the visa, right? So it doesn't have anything to do with language. So anybody else want to add something? Can I move on to the next question? Is there anybody else who didn't speak? Because I wasn't seeing Lucas.
Haider. Is Haider?
I think he has already answered this question, right, Heather? Yes, Heather?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. So I'll move on to the next question. What keeps you motivated? Right. This is the last question. And now I'm going to choose one person, and I'm not going to choose the others. The second person, the person who speaks is going to choose, and then the other person chooses. You know, like the one who is speaking chooses the next person. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to choose Rafa. Go, Rafa. Answer
Oh
the
my
question
God.
first.
What is the question? What keeps you motivated?
Yes. What
Well,
keeps you motivated?
I've been studying English for 5 years, and there's not one thing that keeps me motivated. I need to keep myself motivated. Um, Actually, this is a difficult question. I do like to watch motivational videos on YouTube. Like I need to keep reminding myself, no, this is not easy. But it will be easy in I mean, I need to remind myself that with time, I will be able to do that, because our brain learning another language, it's not easy. Of course, it's difficult. No matter what the language you are learning, they say, oh, Spanish is easy for Brazilian. I don't believe that. Every language is difficult. I do believe that there are many languages that are more difficult than others, like Russian, Chinese, Mandarin. Uh, I think learning English is really difficult. So I need to keep watching motivational videos. I don't do that so much anymore because English for me is like a hobby. It's part of me. But in the beginning, I used to watch Mario Vergara's videos. I think he's a great teacher on YouTube, and he would publish a new video on a regular basis on his channel, and he always talks about motivation. Uh, he always saying that learning a language is not easy. You need to be brave. With time, you're going to be able to do that. You just have to you have to remind yourself that it's not going to be difficult forever. Basically, you're gonna get the hang of it someday. That's my mindset. Someday I'm gonna get the hang of it. That's my opinion.
So you choose the next person to speak, Rafael.
Carina.
What? Sorry. What was the question?
What keeps you motivated to learn English?
You guys. People, like really, like getting to know people from other country that don't know Spanish at all. And like I said before, it's a world of possibilities. It's a world of new people, of new cultures. So much knowledge. I think I have learned more geography through people like you than in school, really, because when I meet someone that is from like, oh, I'm from Sweden. Oh, okay, tell me about your country, and they tell me places, things. Or I'm from Brazil and I live in this state and we have this or that. We have acai and other things, and I start looking about that and trying to understand. And I think it's only people and human connections matter so much, and that's what keeps me motivated, honestly. And I have gotten 2 jobs thanks to English. So also that is a good point to, highlight, especially people.
All right, thank you. Okay, thank you very much. So, Carina, you have to choose the next person. Yes, you've got to choose.
I would say Heather.
Well, thank you, Carina. This is really nice. What keeps you motivated? I would totally agree with Carina. You guys keep me motivated because You know what? Uh, I could never imagine that I would be with you guys here today, talking with you on an international level because you guys are foreigner. I do not know you guys, the background, the you, each and everything. But I'm with friends you. Why? Just because of the language. Even I don't know what you call your name, how do you say your all, each and everything. We just are here just because of the language. And this is what the most and most important thing. I used to hear since beginning that my teacher used to say, if you have English in your hand, then the world is in your control. If you don't have the amount over English, then nothing is under your control. So this is hence proof today because you guys are from all over the world. I do not know you guys. You are so far away. Like Carina, she's damn far from Pakistan, and the guys here from Morocco, Brazil, and rest of the world, even myself in from Pakistan. So this is the most and most motivated point for all of us to learn and to keep ourselves continue with learning this process. And I think I will never leave this learning because this gives me two things. Number one, this is kind of learning and enhancing the knowledge of myself in a learning way. And number two, it's entertaining for me because it's really amazing to know about you guys, about your culture, about your politics, about all the locality that you guys are in with. So this is amazing.
That's great. That's great. Heather, you're gonna choose the next person.
Well, I'm gonna choose next. Let me see who is the person next. I'm gonna choose Abdul.
Oh, thank you. So, like you said, I'm totally agree with you. This class motivates us to practice English. Yeah, but while learning it, there is many things can motivate us to learn. For example, we can search about something that we are interested in. For example, I like sport. I will search about text or video about sport. If I am into politics, I will search about videos or texts about politics. If I am into art, I will search about these things. In this thing, in this time, I will be motivated. I feel that there is something good to me. In this time, I will not feel bored, you know? And also, we need to change the way of learning. If, for example, if I read the text, I will not repeat the same way. Just reading text, I will search about videos, about music, about I need to search to have a conversation. In this way, when you have many things to do with your English, in this way you are motivated. You will feel happy. But to keep just one kind of learning, it will be bored. In the first step, you will not feel bored, but after a long time, you will feel bored. So the best way to get motivated is to diversify your way to learn. Thank you so much.
Very good. Thank you. You have to choose another person.
Okay, so I choose, yes, Lucas.
Ícaro, sorry to interrupt, but Zoom has just given him a message that our meeting is not gonna have a limit for 40 minutes. That's interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's good.
Good news.
Yeah.
So Lucas, it's your turn now.
All right, that's good that we don't have a limit. And what keeps me motivated? Honestly,
What happened?
Lucas, are you there?
I think it's his connection.
Okay, his connection failed.
No, he's here. He's here. Lucas, are you
can
hearing
you
me?
hear me?
Now
Yes.
it's normal.
my teacher told me to think in English, and until this day I'm thinking in English. So it is not something that I, consumes my energy, that I need motivation. It's just something that happens. I'm thinking, I'm using it, I'm searching things in English, and there is also the repetition, music that I heard and hear it again, and I like to sing along. It keeps me motivated.
All right, my friend. So you're going to be the next to choose.
All right, have you answered, Ícaro?
Oh, okay, the question? I
Yeah.
haven't. What keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is many things keeps me motivated. I think that mainly, as Carina said, the thing about having this possibility to speak to people from different countries, right? I think that not everybody in the world has the chance to be to get in touch with people from different cultures, and I think it's important because it even helps us to break prejudice. That I think that's the magic of language. Sometimes we become better people because we learn about different cultures. So that's what mainly keeps me motivated. And secondly, I think that watching movies without subtitles, that's great. Reading books that once I consider difficult to read, that's great too. And understanding my favorite singers, that's marvelous too. So all of these things keep me motivated. So that's it. So since I was chosen, I'm going to choose another person, right? So it's going to, who hasn't, let me see here. Is Yassmine there?
I think she's off.
She's left.
She left. Lucas has already answered, right? Naima.
Okay, so as a science teacher who likes her job and her specialty, and who want to know more about science and new scientific discoveries, really English is very important because most scientific programs, encyclopedias, videos are in English. And this is what motivates me all the time to learn more English. Also, exams which wait for me at the university motivate me all the time because my success at those exams means a lot for me, for my husband, and also for my children. So this what motivates me all the time.
All right. Thank you. We have another two people, I think, Giselle and Luana. Hassan is offline, right? So, Naima, who do you choose, Giselle or Luana?
Gysa.
So go.
Hey guys, again. So what keeps me motivated? Maybe it's having English partners, as I said, because I don't plan on living abroad, and exposing myself to the language. First, having speaking partners like Haider. I've been talking to Haider like for 2 years, I guess. Like when we were going through Brazilian elections. Let me go again with Brazilian elections. So I was like complaining to Haider, like, oh my God, Brazil is going through a mess. It's nice having someone from Pakistan. I am from Brazil. I'm complaining about the government and stuff. He wants to know what's happening here in Brazil. I talk to him, and we have different cultures. They're so different. So, and I was talking to Carina from the Dominican Republic too, and like explaining to her that we have a typical dish called acai, and she didn't know what it is. And I had to explain to her, like this kind of exchange of different cultures. It's what keeps me motivated. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And like, for example, if I have someone that I meet in Brazil, like Luana, for example, I met Luana in a teacher training course. And I thought to myself, that girl is a good speaker. I want to keep in touch with her, like, having good, English partners, speaking partners, also keeps me motivated to, go on and don't give up, and that's it.
All right, so Luana, you're next.
Thank you, Gysa. So yeah, I for a while I was very comfortable in the level I was in speaking and listening. So I didn't thought like I don't need to study anymore. But like a couple years ago, uh, but I love the language. Like I think we all do. I love the language and learning new things, new expressions, curiosities about the language. So I think it's fun and it's interesting to keep learning. I'm very interested at the moment about pronunciation in different accents and different intonations. So here it's been very fun to me to listen to different accents from people from other countries. I think our accents are beautiful to listen to. So these kind of things keep me motivated. Also, as I work with English, I need to know that I'm good at it because I want to do a quality work and I want to help my students and I want to be able to answer when they ask, when they make like difficult grammar questions. I need to help them. So yeah, it's passion and a love for my work for teaching.
All right, thank you very much. Guys, so we have a limited time, right? Would you like to add something? Uh, Suggest something? I have some suggestions here since we were talking about learning and our experiences with learning. That is a YouTube channel that I have followed for a long time that helped me a lot with listening because at least for me, listening is one of the most difficult skills that we have to develop, right? So the name of the channel is the React channel. I don't know if you know this channel, but it is good because you have different parts of the program. It's kind of like a program on YouTube, like a TV show, and you have people from different ages discussing different topics. So you can get used to children speaking, to teenagers speaking, to adults speaking, elders speaking. So it's great to practice your listening. They usually have subtitles in English there, right? And
Ícaro,
yes.
I'm sorry. Can you type the YouTube channel and on the group
Yes.
so you can
Uh,
later, right? Thank you.
and there is another one. Another tip for you guys would be watching The Big Bang Theory because The Big Bang Theory, in that TV show, they have lots of scientific expressions, right? And it was really difficult for me to understand while I was watching the first seasons, like until the fourth season, I think it was difficult for me to understand. But once I got into it, I could listen until the end of the TV series. It was great. So just suggestions for you, right?
It's impossible to understand what Sheldon says.
It's not impossible, man. You have to get used to it. If you get used to it, you can do it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Ícaro. I like to study about medicine, It's been 1 year that I'm focusing on this vocabulary. And it's just a matter of getting used to it. Every medical doctor that I watch on YouTube, I can understand, But for example, Big Bang Theory, I'm not so good to listen to because I'm not used to the language. But medical terms, I got used to it.
I get it. I had challenged myself to understand Sheldon. That's why I didn't give up on watching The Big Bang Theory because once you get the ring of it, you can do it. But that's exactly as you said, Rafael. You have to get used to the scientific speech, right? So guys,
Can I say something?
Yes.
There is a also on YouTube. It's a comedian. He's Scottish. He's from Scotland. It's Limmy Show, I think, and is in English. He's native speaker, and I just watched it, I think, 1 month ago, and I could not understand one single word because it's very difficult accent. You know, and I'm advanced, but I could not understand at all. Like the accent, the words, it's very difficult. So it's always depending on the context, on the what he's talking about. We're going to find it difficult.
Yeah,
Scottish is hard. It's hard.
Yes, yes, I totally agree with the thing about context. Today I was watching a video in which an American guy was saying that there are some varieties of his language that he cannot understand. He was showing a video of a basketball player speaking English and full of slangs and quick speech. Sorry, and he couldn't understand what he was saying, although it was his own language. Sometimes we have this in Portuguese too. Try to watch a gamer speaking streaming, for example. There are many slangs in the gamer world,
Yeah,
and sometimes sometimes we cannot understand.
I'm into a game, like I search on YouTube, the gameplay, the game through, they play the entire game from beginning to end. They explain the game in English. I was doing this with The Last of Us, which is a game I'm really into these days. And it helps because you listen to the reductions they use. Especially, I'm more into American English, so I pay attention to the reductions, the words that they are blended together. Like I am going to, I'm going to, since that they say or something like that. They speak really different, and I do that too. I think it's useful.
So guys, does anybody want to add something else?
Okay, I want to add something. I want just to suggest something for you if you want to check up. It is a page in Facebook that's the Harman, if you know it before, is how editor. It's like a small movie. I think 10 minutes or 12 minutes, but it's a movie. There is an actress, there's many actors, but in this movie, there is a wisdom in the end of our life, how to have a good relationship with people. This guy, he is from USA, and he put subtitles, and there is actress. In this way, I really benefit from it, and I like it so much. If you want to check it, I'll write here the name of his page. He is very useful. I like him so much because I learn from him a lot, because there's many actors. There is a boy, there is a woman, there is old persons in the real life, and that's amazing. And it's not a long time, it's just 10 minutes or more, between 10 and 15.
I am going to check it.
Yeah,
sounds good. Sounds great.
He has a lot of followers. I think he has 24 millions of followers or something like that. He's known in the Facebook.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
All right.
You can see his videos. Is amazing.
Abdul, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I love Moroccan accent.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you to tell me that. Yeah.
All right, guys. So are we done, or do you want to add something else?
Well, everyone is giving a tip. I'm gonna give my tip. There's a great app that I downloaded some months ago. It's called Quiz Your English. Basically, it's kind of a game, you know. You compete with other people with English. Like there are some questions, and the faster you answer the question, the better points you get. And it's kind of a dispute, you know. It's kind of a fight. It's interesting.
Yeah. Yes. Can you please write the name of this app?
Okay, it's called Quiz Your English. There
Quiz Your
you,
English.
yeah.
Is it an applicative app?
Yeah, it's an app.
Okay, great. I'm going to download it. Quiz Your English, right?
Yeah.
Naima,
Alright.
is Naima there? Naima?
She was
This
mute.
one?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Download it.
So in this way, we can find many kind of types of learning. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone has a different thing to share.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. I think that next week we're going to have another meeting, right, Giselle?
Yes. Yes,
Okay, so
we're gonna have a next meeting every Friday at 10 a.m. Do you agree with this schedule? Do you want to change the time? I don't think so, right?
for me, it's okay.
Great for
What
you.
about you? Sorry?
Yeah.
It's great for me.
Okay.
Yeah, for me it's
To
fine.
me,
So
Yeah, it's
we're
fine for me.
doing,
yeah, to,
sorry. Ícaro and we're doing this because, you know, come on, guys, quarantine these days in Brazil, and
in the world, in the
yeah,
whole world.
yeah, of course, yeah, that's right. And we enjoy ourselves. Ícaro has the opportunity to practice his English. Ícaro is a teacher, I'm a teacher. And if you want to be host, you know, like you can come up with new topics that people would like to go over. And like it's your turn to host, we give it a chance to other people to be hosts, you know. That's what I'm saying, not just Ícaro and me, so Ícaro and I, so, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
guys.
good idea.
It was
Yeah,
great to
guys.
see you all.
Sorry?
It was great to see you all.
I'm gonna sleep. Are you gonna sleep right now, Lucas?
So, good night for you all.
Okay, guys. So, oh my God, what happened?
You guys fell on the ground. Sorry for
Okay.
that. You all okay?
Just one question, that do you mind if we post that video, like you're being recorded? Do you
Oh
mind?
my
It's
God.
okay to me.
It's the key to me.
Luana?
Next time I put more makeup. For me it's okay. For me it's fine.
That's all right, guys. So,
Okay,
hey,
thank you
Heather.
so much for your time. I appreciate that.
Heather wants to share something.
Well, if you're gonna post this video, that it's all okay, but make sure if I am looking all okay in all the video, then it's okay for me. And one thing I would like to tell you guys that I got a topic for the next meeting. If you guys are kind of interested to share something different, like the things going happening these days all over the globe, like we just need to grow up. We just need to put ourselves out from the daily basis topic like motivations and all these been old. So just grow up. We need to discuss the things going around. So I got a topic for the same situation, especially these days. So if you guys are interested, that I would love to share this with you. I really have no idea how we're gonna post this. So we'll be sharing with the Giselle, of course. then she'll let you know, guys, accordingly. If you guys agree, then I will let you know. Go. This would be bit political. This would be a bit
I know you're getting
religious
to
or maybe
politics.
religious.
Yeah.
but of course this is the situation, and we need to know the each and everything around the globe, especially you guys are sitting so far, so you guys on the ground can share reality with all of us, including me. So this is what I just want to share with you. So if you guys are interested, then let Giselle know individually, then I will be sharing all the topic details with her.
All right.
Thank you. Interesting.
It's a good topic. Interesting topic. I agree. Okay,
So,
guys.
goodbye. Good night.
See you next.
Bye-bye.
Next Friday.
Bye, Naima.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, thank
Bye,
you so
guys.
much for your time. I really enjoyed
Bye,
with you.
Abdul.
Bye.
I appreciate to have seen
Bye.
you. Bye
Good
bye.
sleep, Lucas.
Take care.
Bye,
All
bye,
of you.
everyone.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
Luana. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. Bye-bye.